Welcome to a new CWL Olympics recap where clashers from around the globe smash together in the most extraordinary fashion to win glory for their nations. I'm Hugleik, and today I'm bringing you a recap from the proud Olympic nations of Scandinavia as they face the fearsome Special Olympics from USA. And that actually went quite okay for Scandinavia. As you can see on the screen, Scandinavia picking up the win with 145-234, a 11-star victory. Scandinavia securing 5 Town Hall 11 triples in addition to 10 10v10 triples. And because we did so well on the 10v10s and 11v11s this war, there will not be enough time to show any Town Hall 9 action in this video, unfortunately. Only Town Hall 10s and 11s in this one. I will, however, show you some quite impressive Town Hall 9 stats, and then I don't mean the hit rates because they were quite frankly not so good, but check out the Town Hall 9 defenses on number 35 William Olai and number 41 Nia L. USA had to use a total of 15 attacks to take out only 2 of our Town Hall 9 bases. And they actually had to take Nia L with a Town Hall 10 eventually. Great stuff there, but let's check out the attacks. I am going to show you 6 attacks today, 3 Town Hall 10s and 3 Town Hall 11s. And first off, we are going to check out Conan, who is taking out the Roller Router. And Conan is bringing the dragons. We haven't seen them in a while. After everyone went over to the single target Inferno Towers, no one is using the dragons on Town Hall 10. But Conan found a way to do it. First, he takes out a corner Tesla with a giant and a wizard. And in comes a queen, and she probably gets some healers on her any moment. A wizard to make a funnel for her. The goal here is obviously to use the queen to take out those for air defenses. But you might think, how is he going to do that? He doesn't have any jump spells. Well, you just check this out. First, he opens the outer layer with a couple of wall breakers under rage. Queen goes in, do her job, takes out the air defenses, take out mortar, take out cannon eventually. And look at this. Here comes some wall breakers. Down comes a rage, and the wall breakers keep on going, moving in and opening a third layer of walls for the queen while she is taking out the enemy clan castle. And the queen can just move on, strolling into the center of the base, and now all 4 air defenses are down. And in comes the first dragon, probably to establish a funnel for the rest of the dragons, taking out a corner hut up there. King is making a funnel on the other side, and here comes the rest of Conan's dragons with a few balloons to take out some defensive buildings on the way. Raged balloons and dragons taking out the first single target Inferno Towers, take out the enemy queen with ease, and moves on through the base. And look at the queen, she is still going, just used her ability, but there is not much threatening her before she comes into range of that single target Inferno. Here comes the rest of the spells down on the dragons, and they are just massacring this base and the base defenses. A dragon has locked on to the single target Inferno, but just barely doesn't get it out, and the single target Inferno gets to lock on to that queen, and she has already used her ability, so she can't do anything about it. But he has 4 dragons left in the sky when the single target Inferno goes down, and a tiny beanie little minion who helps with the cleanup. Really great stuff here from Conan, and I'm really pleased to see the dragons back in Town Hall 10 play. Let's move on to check out another Town Hall 10 attack, and this here is Nay Brandy 87 taking out Jeffy Gel Jr. And he is bringing a Lava Loon attack with a little kill squad, a golem to tank for the heroes, as he wants to get in there to take out the enemy clan castle and the enemy king. A little wall breaker failed there, so he has to use the king's ability to break through the wall. But that is not a problem. King goes in, takes out that air defense, and the queen and golem is coming up right behind. King is encountering the enemy clan castle first, a poison down for it, and eventually the queen also turns her attention to the enemy CC troops and manages to take them out. Uses her ability to take out that enemy archer queen, and now everything is set for the air portion of this raid. In comes first a couple of balloons to target the single target inferno. Hound down hastes them along, and those two balloons are actually just barely reaching over to that single target inferno, but does not have enough firepower to take them down. So, luckily, he gets a split from the other balloons, and some balloons get back to take out that single target inferno. The other balloons and hounds are already destroying most of the rest of the base, and as the balloons from the inferno tower comes in to meet up with the rest of the balloons, it is set. He has a lot of spells left, are using all his spells now at the last section of this base. Only two Tesla towers, or now it's none, that could have managed to damage his balloons. Only cleanup now, so we can speed it along, but a very nice attack here from Nay Brandy 87, picking up the 3-star for Scandinavia against Jeff Egel Jr. from Special Olympics. Good job. Let's move over to watch the last Town Hall 10 attack of today, and this is Rock taking out Otherwise in Special Olympics, and Rock is bringing the Queen Charge Bova Witch attack. I think we should call it that. It is obviously a Bow Witch attack, but he has a couple of Valkyries to help out. First, he takes out some trash buildings here at the bottom of the base. A wizard is taking out the town hall. I don't know if we can call the town hall for a trash building, but it's not a defensive building anyway. Queen charge in from the top, taking out some defenses, are taking some fire for those minions. Taking out a first wizard tower. He probably wanted to take out that other wizard tower as well, but he didn't. Main portion of his troop is coming in. A jump spell down to get them quickly into the core of the base, and here comes the clan castle, and that is a hound as far as I can see. That won't trouble his forces at all in the center of the base. Uses his spell to keep his troops alive and rage them through the base. A lot of bowlers and witches are going around on the outside of the base, picking up all the trash buildings and taking out the defensive buildings from inside the walls. And still he has a lot of bowlers in the center of the base, and there is one mortar still being a threat to his witches. But basically, at this point, we can see that a queen with a full set of healers on her and with full health will manage to take out the rest of this base, even though he has a enemy hound in the air. And when you look at the time, you see that the queen will encounter that hound, and that will take some time. He has a wizard and a poison spell to help out to take out the hound, but there is nothing that hound can do to stop that queen for picking up the 3-star for Scandinavia, and a really good attack here from Rock, taking out other Vice. Okay, let's move on to the real action, and that obviously is the Town Hall 11s. We took out 5 of their Town Hall 11s. They had 6 Town Hall 11s. We took out 5 of them, and the first one we're going to watch is Mattias taking out Motsi. Mattias is actually a beast. He did a 6-pack this war, took out 2 Town Hall 11s, although one of the attacks was a cleanup attack from a 98% Lava Loon attack. We are going to check out a Lava Loon attack from Motsi just after this, but Mattias actually had a 6-pack. Okay, in comes a Queen Walk from the top. He goes with a Queen Charge Bow Witch attack. Tries to break his Queen up into the base up there, but did a Wall Breaker fail, so the Queen has to take some time to shoot her way through that wall. Down comes the Grand Warden to give her that extra boost of life, and obviously looking out for her if that single target Inferno should lock on. He also has a P.E.K.K.A. that now is coming in on that mortar down at 2 o'clock. In comes some funneling bowlers and witches, and the main portion of his troops is going in with a jump spell into the base. The Queen has lured out the enemy clan castle and takes them out with help from a poison, and now he uses his Warden ability, covering both the attacking troops and his Queen. While his troops are moving around the base, destroying everything, taking out the Eagle Artillery, the Queen are obviously hammering on a wall, because she always do that. Goes in, targets the Town Hall, but there is a lot of troops left on the board. A lot of witches, and they actually chooses to go to a wall as well. And bowlers coming in around to the last defenses on the top. There is a single target Inferno, but the Golem and the bowlers and the witches and whatnot are taking out these defenses with ease. A lot of troops left when this raid is over. Great attack from Mattias with a 6-pack this war, and bring in another 3-star for Scandinavia. We also are going to check out here, we have Motsi. Motsi did almost a 6-pack, 198%. Mattias picked up a cleanup on that 98%, but this one was a 3-star, and this is Motsi's specialty, the Lava Loon attack. Here comes his royals in to take out the enemy clan castle and the enemy queen. He gets great value from this kill squad he's bringing. King, queen, Grand Warden, and some bowlers and a golem. And look at this, he took out enemy queen, took out enemy clan castle, and took out an air defense, took out a single target Inferno, took out a wizard tower almost soon. No, he didn't take out that wizard tower, but shouldn't be a problem to pick that up with a couple of balloons, as we probably will see in a moment. Here comes the balloons in from the top, a hound covering them, a hound from the other side, and check out the patience he has with his loons. Only a few balloons sent in, and it trickles in small groups to target specific defensive buildings. This is really skilled deployment of his balloons, and he still hasn't deployed all his balloons, holding back and just using the spells to move the balloons around the base in a extremely beautiful way. This is Clash of Clans artwork. This is just beautiful to watch. And at this point, there are no defensive buildings left in the base, and Motsi can use his last balloons and clean up troops just to pick off the last buildings in the base. A exceptionally good attack, and it was just as good as at the other one he took, but unfortunately he time failed on 98%. This last attack is actually quite a little sensation. Not a sensation in attack style or execution, but a sensation because this is my first Town Hall 11 triple in CWL. And I choose to do that with a safe little Gobo Witch attack. Uses a couple of wall breakers to open the walls so my bowlers and witches can go in and establish a funnel at 9 o'clock. My Golem chooses to walk around. I had hoped he would follow the rest of my forces into the center of the base, but that is not a problem. Uses a rage spell to quickly take out that enemy clan castle, and uses the Grand Warden ability at the minute they start trickling all the traps in the center of the base. So my troops went through that kill zone with ease. And I still have a lot of forces left when the Eagle artillery goes down and the bowlers and witches on both sides and in the center of the base are just hammering through the buildings. So the reason why I haven't had any Town Hall 11 triples earlier is obviously because my job in the CWL wars is usually to dip down and take out the Town Hall 10s. Not because I don't know how to triple a Town Hall 11, but it's just a lot of guys that are better at doing that than me. So it was great being given the opportunity to 3-star this war, and I used the opportunity well and took out number 1 Harry, actually the strongest base on the Special Olympics team. So, not the most beautiful attack, but it got the job done, safe and sound, and 3-star for Scandinavia. And that wraps up the video of today. If you liked it, hit the like button, and if you got something intelligent to say, please share it in the comments down below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to be updated on the latest CWL Olympics and other CWL stuff. But that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out and clash on.